My ex-husband assured our son a car for his birthday but backed out at the last moment, citing unforeseen costs, only for us to discover he used the funds for his stepdaughter's lavish trip. Let me provide some context, as this issue has been simmering for months. It all began in January when my ex, Tom, told our 16-year-old son, Jake, that he'd get him a car for his April birthday. Jake was thrilled, constantly talking about it, researching models, and asking if I thought his dad was truly committed. I reassured Jake that Tom wouldn't make such a promise lightly, and at the time I believed it. Despite our divorce, Tom had always kept his word to Jake, at least until he married Lisa 2 years ago and took on her 14-year-old daughter, Emma, as a stepchild. Tom and I split 4 years ago after 12 years of marriage. It wasn't a bitter divorce. We simply drifted apart and wanted different paths, but we vowed to co-parent Jake harmoniously. Generally, it worked well, with Jake spending weekends and holidays with Tom and staying with me during the week. Tom earns a solid income and is typically financially prudent, so when he promised the car, I assumed he had the money saved or a clear plan, as that's how he usually operates. Jake started his junior year in September and got a part-time job at a local store in October, saving for gas, insurance, and other car-related costs. He was ecstatic about turning 16 and gaining some freedom. His friends all have cars or access to family vehicles, and Jake often felt left out since my old sedan is cramped and Tom's flashy two-seater, bought post-divorce, isn't practical for giving Jake rides. The car became a huge deal for Jake, who talked about it daily. He scoured online listings, created charts comparing models' safety and efficiency, and I was impressed by his diligence. During weekend visits with Tom, they'd visit dealerships, exploring and test-driving cars. Jake would return home buzzing about a Nissan Altima or a Mazda 3 they'd seen. In February, Tom told Jake he was leaning toward a Toyota Camry for its reliability and value. Jake was overjoyed, diving into research on Camrys, watching maintenance videos, and reading forums on buying used cars. I found it heartwarming how invested he was and how much he trusted Tom to deliver. Then in March, things got strange. Tom started mentioning how car prices were steeper than expected and how insurance for young drivers was costly. Jake grew anxious that the car might not happen. I calmed him, saying Tom wouldn't have promised something so big without a plan, and Tom assured me over the phone that the car was still happening, just needed the right deal. Jake's birthday, April 15th, approached, and 2 weeks prior, Tom called, sounding strained. He explained that unexpected expenses meant he couldn't buy the car yet, but maybe in a few months. I was furious, knowing Jake would be crushed. I pressed Tom on these unexpected expenses, as it seemed sudden. He got defensive, mentioning costly home repairs and helping Lisa with some financial troubles. This didn't add up, as Tom is meticulous with budgeting. Jake's birthday passed with Tom taking him to dinner and gifting a nice watch, but no car. Jake hid his disappointment, but I saw it in his quiet demeanor and untouched birthday dessert. Tom insisted the car was delayed, not canceled, urging Jake to be patient. Jake kept asking me if Tom had updates, and each no hurt him more. It broke my heart seeing Jake, who'd been so responsible saving and researching, lose faith in his dad's promises. Then last month, Lisa posted photos on social media of Emma's spring break trip to a luxurious Florida resort with 3 friends, filled with pricey activities. My stomach churned, as the timing was too coincidental. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.